Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It is playoff time here at Northwest for the basketball program, and tonight the Varsity boys will take on the Wichita South High Titans in the first round match, the substate subfinal, if you will, and we get to host it as well tonight, so we're right here at Northwest High. Joined now by our head coach, Andy Hill. And first of all, Coach, I think it will be very appropriate to congratulate you and the team on an outstanding 15-5 season.
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, it was a good year. Kind of had, like any season does, it had a few ups and downs. But to go 15-5 is definitely something to be proud of. I think there was a couple games we left out there that maybe could have been a couple more wins, but that's just how it goes. And so now we're excited to move to the postseason, and the old cliche, everybody's 0-0 now. So that's
right. And which is true.
Yeah. So we're happy with how we played, through the first 20 for the most part, and hopefully we can take it to another level now.
Is there anything to be said or to be concerned about, given the fact that you ended the season with 2 consecutive losses?
No, I don't think so. I think when you look at, obviously, the schedule and who those losses were to, you're playing a couple teams ranked within the top 5 of Class 6A and Class 5A. And, one was a 5-point loss, and the other was a 6-point loss. And I'd argue we played better in the 6-point loss against Heights. I mean, that game was, very.
Oh, it was a great game.
Yeah, closely contested throughout, and we were playing without, one of our guys that started every game for us, not having DJ out there, and I thought our kids, really battled and played with a lot of heart and character, and it was just a high level game, and we came up short. So, no, I think the guys are positive still, and they're excited about the opportunity. I think everybody's confident, so I'm not concerned about coming off of back-to-back losses.
You've already played South High twice this year, and I guess the question to be asked is, do you think that they're going to do anything different than they did in the first 2 meetings?
You never know. I mean, sometimes in the postseason, teams will especially teams that have maybe struggled in the regular season, they might be liable to throw anything at you. So we just got to be, fundamentally sound and, prepared to execute our system with whatever we might see, and, play confident and play loose and all those things. And I think our guys will be ready for that challenge.
Do you get to make any additions to the roster for postseason that you wouldn't have during the regular year?
No, it's postseason rosters are limited to 12, which is typically what we suit up as 12 guys. So,
okay, I didn't know if you had the option to expand a little bit or not. So I thought it'd be worth it to ask. So you got South High tonight, and assuming we get by South tonight, you'll play at home on Friday. Who do you think you might have as an opponent on Friday night?
Likely opponent would be Mays. So Mays is playing Garden City on the other side of our bracket. Mays is the 5 seed. They're 14-6 on the year. And Garden City's they'd be the 12 seed. So, I think, Mays is a good team. I kind of expect them to be the ones that win. You never know, obviously, but I think either way, but I expect Mays, and I think we would have our hands full on Friday.
Okay, well, of course you can't look ahead to Friday until you take care of business tonight. And I always ask the same question at the end, and you've already brought it up once. about the injury situation you might have. Is DJ going to be able to play tonight?
We're hopeful. We're not 100% sure. If not tonight, if we're fortunate enough to be able to move on, then we would hope to have him on Friday. But we're hopeful that he'll be able to go out there and give us at least a few minutes tonight.
How about everybody else?
Everybody else is good to go.
Okay, great. All right. Well, we'll wish you the best of luck tonight against the South High Titans, and hopefully we'll look forward to a visit before our game on Friday night. One last question. I should have asked it sooner, and I just thought of it again. Are we using the shot clock during the playoffs?
No.
No shot clock.
No shot clock. This year was the trial year for it. It was optional for schools to implement it or not during the regular season. So even though, almost all of Class 6A used it all year long because it was optional for teams to do it or not, we all knew going into the year that it would not be used in the postseason. Okay. So it was just everybody wanted to try it because we're hoping that it's something that will stick and become permanent moving forward. But unfortunately, it's no shot clock the rest of the way.
Does that change your strategy at all?
No, it certainly doesn't for 90% of the game, but it could dramatically impact how you react in certain situations in the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game. What I loved about having the shot clock is that, if you had a 5-point game with 2 minutes left, the team that had the lead had to continue to play basketball and try to score and couldn't just go into stall ball mode
right
for the last 2 minutes. Or sometimes 3 minutes, or, teams get pretty good at doing that. And I think just having the shot clock makes it better, that we have to keep playing basketball all the way till the end. Now, if we are in that situation and we're up 5 and there's 2 minutes left, we're definitely going to be stalling. So, I mean, that's you're going to.
I was going to ask if you were going to implement that strategy. If the tables were turned.
You're going to play whatever the rules are and whatever the system allows and what's going to put you in the best position to win. So,
right.
You do what you got to do.
Okay. Well, again, best of luck tonight against South High, and we'll be positive and look forward to a visit before Friday's game against whomever it is.
Okay, that sounds good.
Head coach Andy Hill visiting us pregame as we head into the boys substate semifinal. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play of that game after this 60-second timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we wish all of you a very pleasant good evening from Wichita Northwest High School. Tonight, it's playoff time. The 6A state basketball playoffs begin. And tonight we will have the state substate semifinal game in bracket 4 for you. It will feature the Titans of Wichita South High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Grizzlies come in with a record of 15-5 on the season, winning 3/4 of their games. However, they are on a 2-game losing streak, having dropped games to Capon and the Heights to end the regular season. On the other hand, South High comes in with a record of 4-16. I'm sorry, I said that incorrectly. No, I did not. They come in with a record of 4-16. Northwest is the number 4 seed, and South is the number 13 seed in Substate West. And we'll give you the brackets for Substate West here. We can probably just do it right now. We have enough time. We got about 3.5 minutes before they introduce the players. So let's go ahead and I'll give you the 16 teams in 6A West. In the number 1 substate, the first seed Derby is taking on 16 seed Hayesville Campus High School in a game that's going to be played at the same time as ours. Earlier this evening, Wichita East took on Lawrence Free State, the 8 and 9 seeds respectively. In Substate 2, number 2 seed Wichita Heights with a record of 18-2 takes on Liberal with a record of 3-17, the 15 seed. Earlier this evening, Wichita Southeast, the 7 seed, took on 10-seeded Dodge City, with their records being 10-10 and 6-14, respectively. Substate 3 features the number 3 seed, Topeka Washburn Rural, taking on Wichita West High School. Rural comes in 16-4, and West is at 4-16. They are the 3 and 14 seeds. And earlier this evening, Junction City at 13-7 took on Manhattan at 6-14. They are the number 6 and 11 seeds. In Substate 4, you have our game. We're the number 4 seed, and South High is the number 13 seed. And earlier this evening, over at Mays High, it was Mays at 14-6, taking on Garden City 15-5, the number 5 and 12 seeds. We do not have any results from the earlier games played this evening, and some of these times may have been changed. I know Derby was scheduled to play at the same time we are. However, they moved their game up to 5:30 because there is a threat of a blizzard here tonight. Hard to believe. It's been 70 degrees here for a week and a half, and now they're talking about a potential blizzard. So it's just the way Wichita weather is. The wind is blowing outside with gusts up to 55 miles an hour and a steady wind of at least 40. I will tell you, from a production standpoint, I am the only one here tonight. It's a one-man show, so we will not run the clock during the game. I will post the minutes as the quarters progress when time permits. We'll do everything we can with everything I've got going to prioritize getting you the picture. And sometimes that is somewhat difficult. You can see in the background, not only is the pep band here, the entire orchestra is here tonight, taking up 2 sections of the bleachers, and they just sound awesome. We appreciate all the hard work that those kids put in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the national anthem. Nice rendition of the national anthem here tonight at Wichita Northwest. Now it's time for the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll start by giving you the starters for Wichita South High School. A 6'2" senior forward, number 1, Jackson Howard. 6-foot guard, a junior, number 2, Malik Saunders. At 6 foot, a junior guard, number 4, Jason Simmons. At 6'2", a sophomore guard, number 12, Jamison Howard. And rounding out the starting lineup for South, a 6'1" sophomore forward, number 44, Sean Patterson. South High is coached by Chuck Gunter. He's assisted by Irvin Garnes and Jeremy Tate. Now the starters for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Darian Hammond. A 6-foot senior guard, number 5, Eli Benning. 6'6" senior forward, number 22, Ajadius Red. 6'3" senior guard, number 23, River Peters. And rounding out the starting lineup, a 6'4" senior forward, number 25, Liam Calvert. Grizzlies are coached by Andy Hill. He's assisted by Kylan Hawkins, Gary Cooper, and Gavin Darr. Alrighty, we're getting set here. Grizzlies are in their home whites tonight, and South High is in their road blues with red numerals and red trim. Getting set for the opening tip. Sit back and relax. We hope you enjoy tonight's substate semifinal contest. It'll be a Ajadius Red for Northwest. And Jackson Howard will do the honors for the Titans. All set to go. The referees are set. Players are set. And Ajadius Red wins the tip for Northwest. Grizzlies will bring it down the floor quickly. River Peters on the far side with it. Now Peters sends it across to Hammond. Hammond into the paint. Puts it up from 10 feet and it falls in. And the Grizzlies are on the board. And now it's South Stern for their first possession. Bouncing it around near side. A long one from Simmons is good for 3.
3 points. I'm here to help.
Well, we have help tonight. Here, have a chair. I'll move over. Four to 3 Grizzlies. Bringing the ball down the floor. That's Howard passing it off to his brother, Jackson Howard. Now on the near side, fighting with it. Simmons dishes it back out to Patterson, the big man. Grizzlies playing pretty tight man-to-man defense here in the early going. We would expect them to maintain that most of the game. And there's a nice roll and a foot drop, and South High takes the lead once again. Liam Calvert to River Peters for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Howard. Here come the Titans back down the floor. Long 3 again, rims out. River Peters picks up the rebound, passes it quickly to
Benning can't make the play, and it quickly turns over now to South again. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. 5-4, Titans. Peters feeds it wide. Hammond for three. Off the heel, no good. Back to Peters from the stripe, and it doesn't go. Red can't get the rebound. It goes out of play, and it will stay with the Grizzlies. Now subbing in for JDS Red is number 4, Franklin Aquay, the senior. Liam Calvert. Franklin Aquay puts one up, and it bounces and falls. Grizzlies lead 6-5. Jackson Howard with it. Oh, nice feed on the bounce pass into the paint. Simmons can't make it go, and the Grizzlies get it. Liam Calvert is hurt. Looks like he got stepped on. He gives it to Eli Benning. Benning over to Hammond. Hammond puts it up, doesn't go. He's fouled on the play. He'll go to the line, and he'll shoot 2. Hammond will try to tie the game or give us the lead. He gets the first one to tie it. Has one more coming. And he makes them both. Grizzlies lead 8-7. Jamison Howard brings it down the floor. Dishes it off. Little motion offense going here for South High. Now along the baseline. Puts up a prayer, doesn't go. Rebounded by Eli Benning. Benning will bring it down. On the far side, he gives it to Peters. Liam Calvert, uncontested three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Jamison Howard. Here comes South High right back. Howard dishes it to his brother. Underneath the basket, and taken away by the Grizzlies. Benning brings it down. Dishes it to Peters off the glass and counted every time. Jackson Howard passes it off to Saunders. Simmons tries one and misses everything. Rebounded by Howard, though, and the putback is good. 10-9 Grizzlies. River Peters for three, off the heel. And it's rebounded by Malik Saunders. Now down the floor. Jason Simmons gets it. Passes it forward. Turnaround. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Darian Hammond. River Peters was all alone, and he lays it in. And a stoppage of play. A timeout has been called, I believe, by the Titans. We're going to keep it right here. In fact, we're going to let you listen to the band for a minute. I should have done this anyway, just in case. How's that? There we go. While you were watching what was going on, I was grabbing a headset for my good friend Jeff Darr, who's joined us. Good to have you, buddy.
Wife said you were solo on the air. You might need a hand over here running the camera.
Well, I'm never going to turn that down. Let me tell you, it is hard to do this all by yourself. It really is. I've done it, and quite frankly, when you do it, it isn't done really well. So,
unfortunately, I've been a little serious doing this for my Wichita Northwest and doing radio down at home, but high school basketball. My son's out there right now out there doing the state playoffs.
how come you're not down there with them?
Well, to be honest, I just got back from Florida for spring training, so.
Oh, wow. I don't know why I'm getting a reverb on you.
Would like to see you take off again as soon as I got back home. Yeah, that's their first three of the night, Kevin. You need a few more of those. Yeah, Northwest, unfortunately, has given up too many points inside the paint tonight.
Grizzlies basketball on the internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon, they offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services, deep cleaning, construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more. Whether it be a one-time cleanup job or regular service scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, Andrew's Cleaning Service is ready to take care of your cleaning needs. Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web.
Good job by Northwest tonight, and exciting that time that you do more of that and good fast break on the other end.
Grizzly Pride Booster Club supports academic, athletics, and fine arts programs at Northwest High School. The Booster Club has donated more than $35,000 to students and staff at Northwest. They have purchased equipment, uniforms, classroom supplies, and teacher grants, and provided approximately $7,000 a year in food costs for school activities and athletic events. They would like to invite you to become a member of Grizzly Pride by volunteering at a school event.
Mic check, 1, 2. Let's see what that is. Okay, we are back here at the start of the second quarter. I'm sorry, coming out of the timeouts. And doing a little equipment adjustment here. We're some audio difficulties. Hopefully we have resolved that problem. I'm still hearing some feedback here. I don't know why. Let's see what that does. Okay. It'll be Northwest basketball to resume play. Benning will bring it up the floor. And Liam Calvert has returned to the game, replacing a Jadius Red. Calvert feeds it to Peters. He'll put up a 3-ball. Good! Grizzlies back within 2. Oh, they tried to get it to Saunders, and it's picked off by Peters. Peters dishes it to Aquay, and he can't get the follow to go. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest.
Almost a 5-point swing there. Had a bunny that just didn't get the drop, and that's been the game so far. Missed shots.
Underneath to Calvert. He puts it up off the glass. Peters gets the putback, and we're tied at 23. Grizzlies get it back. Aquay underneath the basket, looking for help. Feeds it back to Calvert. Now to Eli Benning. Benning almost lost the handle. Gives it to Hammond. In the corner is River Peters, double-teamed. Sends it back to Benning. Benning up off the glass is Aquay, and he missed it. And we're going to have a whistle here, and a foul's going to be charged, I believe. Well, maybe not.
I believe they called a jump ball on that, Kevin.
Surely not. Well, it looks like that's exactly what they did. There's no foul on the board, so it is a jump ball with a possession arrow favoring Northwest. Jump ball, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports.
Where have we heard that before?
Last game.
Last game. Whatever Coach Hill said during that timeout has made a difference with this 5-0 run so far.
Out to Calvert. He puts up a 3-ball off the rim. No good. And the rebound by Sandler. Here comes River Peters. There's the dunk by Peters, and that excites the crowd. Out of bounds. Turn it over to Northwest. We have another timeout on the floor. That one is charged to South High. South has 4. Grizzlies have 3 remaining. Now we're called where we should be. Grizzlies lead by 2. Winner goes on to Friday night to play the winner of Mays and Garden City. If the Grizzlies win, the game will be here. If South High wins, the game will be at either Garden City or Mays. And we're ready to go here. Ball is inbounded to Eli Benning. Same 5 on the floor. A little motion going on. Here's Calvert with it. Now he puts it in the paint. Oh, that ball was deflected and knocked out of bounds by River Peters. It'll turn over to South High.
Inadvertent pass there. Telegraphed it a little bit too much, and they got a hand on it. Turnover for Northwest again.
Down the floor with it comes the Titans. Howard, they dish it off now to Sandifer. Now back to Jackson Howard. To his brother, Jamison Howard. From the stripe, puts it up, misses everything. Picked off by Hammond and fed forward to Benning. Benning double teamed, has his shot blocked. River Peters doesn't have his go, and it's swept off the boards by Sandifer. Down it comes. There's a 3 ball. That rims out. Peters with the rebound there off the Simmons miss. Calvert back to Eli. Eli underneath. Oh, that was a nice ball. Back to Peters, and he lays it in. What a play.
Beautiful play. Teamwork at its best right there. Dishing it off to the open man.
It's a shame you can only give 1 assist because there were 3 on that play. Howard has his shot blocked. Oh, Calvert got him. And we're going to be shooting free throws here. That's the second team foul on Northwest, and it comes with 3:13 left in the first half. We don't have much in the way of a halftime show for you tonight, so the halftime show is going to be the band. First free throw by Howard is good. And Howard's second one now. He makes them both. Grizzlies' lead is down to 2.
A lot tighter ball game than anybody really expected, I think.
And that one turns over to the Titans. Jeff, we have played South twice this year, and while we have won them both, one of the games was very close, even in the fourth quarter. The other one here, the one here was a blowout. Underneath, loose on the floor now. Who's going to get it? South comes away with it, and they'll do it all over again. And now we have a foul away from the ball. I think it's on Aquay. Well, I think I'm wrong, too. It's on Patterson for South High. Their second. It'll be Grizzly basketball.
I think they called it for an illegal screen there, so a turnover to Northwest.
Benning has it for the Grizzlies. To River Peters. Calvert. Back to Peters. Peters is at the stripe. Now he gives it back to Benning. Near side, uncontested 3 from Calvert, nothing but net. And the Grizzlies are up by 5 again.
Good job getting the ball to the open man there.
Back out to Jackson Howard. Howard sends it wide. Saunders is going to control it. Now he gives it off on the near side to Corey Harbin, who just came into the game. There's a nice ball by Jason Simmons, and he banks it off the glass for 2.
South is keeping this game close. They're down by 3 right now.
On the near side, that's Benton for 3, and he nails one. Deshae Benton for 3.
That right corner has been good for the Grizzlies tonight.
In the paint, loose. Oh, nice recovery by the Titans. That one bounced off the shoulder of someone. And they're going to call a foul. I think this one is going to be on Aquay. It is. That's his first. Third team foul. And not much happened on that play. We'll just do it over again. Darian Hammond is going to come in for Aquay. So it's Hammond, Peters, Benning, Calvert, and Deshae Benton on the floor for Northwest. Nice interception by Benton. He feeds it to Hammond. Hammond puts it up and in. Beautiful play. The Grizzlies lead by 8. 1 minute to go in the first half. Howard feeds it off to the near side to Simmons. Now a loose underneath. Who's going to get it? Jump ball called. And this time it will belong to the Titans. Ball inbounded underneath, and what a block by Benton, no. They're going to call the foul instead.
That's where South is attacking, Kevin, inside the paint. I think all but that 1-3 is being inside the paint, and Northwest is trying to figure out how to stop that.
Grizzlies are over the limit, so we're shooting free throws here. That's Malik Saunders at the line, I believe. He made his first, and the second one rims out, rebounded by Liam Calvert. 40 seconds to go in the half. We have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Foul is on Howard. That's his second. Jackson Howard, that is. It's his second. River Peters will shoot a pair. First one, lips out. Sandifer returns for South High, replacing Howard. Peters' second one is good. South High inbounds with 25 to go.
Right, playing for one shot here.
Howard feeds it into the corner. Good defense by the Grizzlies here, and that one is taken away by Benning. Benning going down the floor, tried to put it up and had the ball knocked out of his hand, and that's it. That's the end of the first half. Good half for Northwest and a good second quarter in particular. They lead 36-28. We'll be back with our fine halftime extravaganza after this timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
says, my wife says she can't hear me at all. Hear you good. After the change you made on yours, she said, you don't hear me at all.
I've got everything set exactly the same. We're still having a little audio problem here, and I know that Jeff's lovely bride is watching the game tonight and sending us updates on the sound. So would you send us another one? Because your husband and I are going to talk for a minute. I want to make sure you can hear him. I've changed something, and I want to see if that works at all. Anyway, so Jeff and I were talking about education here for a moment because he recently became a grandfather.
That's right.
To his daughter-in-law, Taylor, is the young lady that I'm subbing for until she comes back, and heaven help the kids. That's all I can say. The kids are great. She's got some really good kids.
She feels pretty good having you in there.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm falling down some of the time. I have one of those today where I'm working this problem on the board, okay? And I've got the answer in my left hand. She's got the answer there. And one of the kids had a problem worked by another math teacher in the school. And I won't mention any names, but that teacher's answer and your daughter-in-law's answer were not the same. And I'm trying to get to that other teacher's answer. And I'm struggling. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, what am I doing wrong that I'm not getting this answer? And I don't understand why this is a minus instead of a plus. I think it should be a plus. So I finally went and I got the crib notes from Taylor and looked up her answer, and her answer was my answer. So,
That's the right one.
I went to all that aggravation. I just assumed I was wrong. Turned out I was right after all. So all I can say about that is one in a row.
Well, that's good. That's good. I know Coach Dar down on the bench for the Grizzlies. He was at State DECA all the last 3 days. Came home today from State DECA. Went straight to baseball practice. Hustled home from there to hustle and get here for basketball. So
he's got a lot on his plate. And we're talking, for those of you who are familiar with the staff here at Northwest, we're talking about Gavin Dar, one of the assistant coaches on the basketball team, who also has his finger in about 12 other things all at the same time. He's a busy guy. Grizzlies lead 36-28 here. And we're about halfway through halftime. We're going to take our headsets off and let's listen to the band. The beauties of live television. Okay. You're seeing us playing with the equipment, trying to get Jeff so that everybody can hear him.
I think we may have it now, Kevin.
You sound a lot better now than you did just a moment ago.
I'll see if
these are supposed to be inactive.
See if my number one fan at home can let me know.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, if I can be heard.
Mrs. Darr, please give us a report.
But yeah, we were talking about the band there during the commercial break there, and one thing I can say about Northwest is they have, to me, the best band in the state.
There's no question about that. Our band is outstanding. And tonight we have not only the pep band, we have the whole marching band over there.
Yeah, they're all here tonight. So that music you hear in the background is the Northwest High School band and marching band. Gary Leopold does a tremendous job here at Northwest with the band, and they put on a pretty good show every time.
They do indeed. Yeah, they're just great. Evidently we're fixed.
Evidently we're fixed.
So for those of you who've struggled at home, we extend our sincerest apologies. I give all the credit where credit's due. Jeff fixed it. He found the problem.
Not that it's important that I be heard, because Kevin is the well-known
everybody
voice.
Be heard.
Kevin is the well-known voice of the Grizzlies and has been for quite a few years now.
I'm glad you showed up. I'd have done it alone, but I hate doing it alone.
Well, I've done stuff like this before, and we had Go Grizz TV when I was teaching marketing, and we started this journey back in about 2010.
Yeah, it's amazing, yeah.
And
I remember doing this. I started this at Capon in 2009.
Yeah.
And I remember coming here and going up top in the old gym where you were up there trying to put something together. Remember that one night?
Yeah.
And you and I kibitzed for probably an hour.
That's where we met, I think, was when you were at Capon and
yeah,
I was doing Go Grizz TV.
Yep.
For the Grizzlies.
Yep. Then it kind of died for a while, and Shane Monroe revived it, and he was lucky to be able to get a grant to buy some equipment, and now he's got an audiovisual program going.
That's awesome.
We just don't have any of his kids available tonight. I would have thought they'd want to come tonight, being a playoff game and being at home.
Yeah, just kind of a sparse crowd here tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are about ready to start the second half.
Grizzlies will inbound to start play here in the third quarter. On the floor for Northwest, it's Darian Hammond, Eli Benning, Franklin Aquay, Liam Calvert, and River Peters. And we're ready to jumpstart this. Eli Benning will inbound it to Hammond. And we're underway. Third quarter. Grizzlies up by 8 at halftime. Let's see what they can do. Hammond misses on the lay-in and rebounded by the Titans.
Had a good lane there to drive, but just couldn't put it in.
Jamison Howard sets the offense for the Titans, pulls it back out. A reminder to you, as far I didn't mention this earlier, although we did talk about it in the pregame show with Coach Hill, there is no shot clock in the playoffs this year. So nobody's in any hurry to do much of anything.
Exactly. I mean, they did a pilot of it, throughout the regular season, but decided not to do it in the playoffs.
Here's a breakaway for Benning, and he missed it. Swept off the boards by Sandifer. Brought down, 3 ball goes in, nothing but net. And the Grizzlies' lead is down to 5. That's a 7-point or 5-point turnaround right there.
Yeah, exactly, and we've missed 2 just point-blank shots.
And there's another miss. Grizzlies have gotten cold here from the field in the third quarter. Patterson with it, dishes it back off on the near side to Howard. Back to Patterson. Patterson loses it out of bounds. It'll both be Northwest basketball.
Yeah, good defense there by the Grizzlies, is keeping their hands busy and getting a piece of that ball.
Hammond will bring it down the floor for Northwest. Over in the near corner, that's River Peters with it. Back out to Hammond, now over to Benning, and boy, he almost threw it right by him. River Peters in the paint, puts it in.
Good job working the ball and getting it back inside to a wide open Peters for a short 10-foot jump shot.
South High brings it up. Inside 6 to go. Third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 7. Far side, that's Saunders with it. Now he gives it back out to Jamison Howard. Howard still has it. Now he gives it inside to Patterson. Now Jackson Howard will start it all over again.
Northwest still in a man-to-man defense.
That one is short, swept off the boards by Franklin Aquay. He brings it down the floor himself. Gives it in to Benning, now to Calvert, back to Benning. Calvert to Hammond. Hammond drives it, can't get the shot off. It goes out of bounds. And it will stay with Northwest.
Good job by the Grizzlies, just getting the ball inside and then getting the ball back outside. Just a good inside-out game, which gave them an opportunity for an open shot. But
and Darian Hammond, one of the smaller men on the floor right now, did a great job getting by all that bulk to get in the paint. Calvert with it to Benning. Peters for 3. Short. Swept off the boards by Jackson Howard. He'll bring it down the floor himself, guarded by Aquay. And that one goes out of bounds, turn it over to Northwest.
A good defensive pressure by the Grizzlies that time. Forced the turnover.
Franklin Aquay gets all the credit for that one. Hammond comes back, gets the ball, brings it into play. Into the corner, River Peters. Aquay gets to the stripe, puts it over here to Hammond. Hammond couldn't get a good shot off, and the Titans come away with it. They'll bring it down the floor. Far side. Standifer. Back out to Jamison Howard. Standifer on the near side puts it up off the glass, short, partially blocked going up. And Eli Benning comes away with it. He drives it the length of the floor and he's fouled. He will go to the line, I think. Was he on the way up? No, he was not.
Almost a shooting foul, but not quite. Good job by Peters on the other end, getting a hand on the ball and forcing the turnover.
Now we have a timeout being taken by South High, and it will be a full timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take that rascal with them. 3:54 to go, third quarter. Grizzlies up by 7. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Grizzlies inbound, quick shot is short, and another foul call.
Good job by Peters driving the lane, just couldn't get the shot to fall. It was a little bit short, but foul after the rebound.
Foul is charged to Jaden Frierson, number 0. That's his first. Benning for 3. Good!
That was a great shot by Benning, wide open.
And the lead is 10. That's the biggest lead of the game. Didn't stay there for long, but into the corner. Out to Aquay. River Peters. A lot of motion here. Here's Calvert for 3. He's short. And it's picked off there by Jamison Howard. Here come the Titans back down the floor. Howard with it again. Setting up his players, looking for a hole somewhere. Not finding one, however. Jackson Howard gives it back to his brother, back to Jackson. And Jackson drives. That one is picked off. Liam Calvert gets it, sends it forward to Benning. He's one-on-one. And I wasn't sure that went in.
Yeah, it didn't look like it for a second, but it did, take
go,
a bounce
folks.
and fall.
Got a 10-point lead again. I had to wait. I wasn't sure it fell. Jackson Howard feeds it into the corner. There's a long one that misses everything, and it will stay with Northwest.
He almost wanted to call that out of bounds on Northwest, but rightfully so. It is going to be Grizzlies' ball. Grizzlies looking to pave their way to the state tournament for the second year in a row.
That would be nice. And this would be a good group to go with it. They have been solid all year.
Yes, they have.
Peters for 3. Good!
Yeah.
River Peters extends the lead to 13. That's the largest lead of the game.
Good to see him start to get hot. Right time of year.
Nice block by a Jadius Red. And they're calling a foul on Deshae Benton.
Red's been steady all year long for the Grizzlies and has really had to step up in the absence of DJ Brown, which we still don't know at this point if he'll
there was a chance he was going to play some tonight, but that has been wiped away. That is not going to happen. Coach Hill was hoping he's going to be available Friday.
That'd be really nice because he was a huge loss.
For those of you who don't know, DJ Brown has a broken nose and a pretty serious injury. That one misses. Missed them both, actually.
He'll be more than welcome if they're able to get him back for the.
Be nice to have him back since he's a senior.
Exactly.
To be able to go out playing instead of sitting in the stands or on the bench.
I'm sure even tonight, being on the end of the bench is driving him.
You know he wants to play. It's a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully he gets another opportunity.
And then we have a foul called again. This one's on Jackson Howard. That's his third. And the Titans are at the limit here with 1.5 minutes to go.
Next foul will be 2 shots.
Inbounded to Hammond. Benton in the paint. Tried to put it up. It was blocked. Here comes South High back. Jackson Howard lost it. Eli Benning with a breakaway. And he lays it in.
Good steal by Eli. Drove the length of floor to put it in for 2 more for the Grizzlies.
Eli, who is already committed to play at Friends University next year. There's a long miss by the Titans. Our loss will be Friends University's game. And we wish him well next year at Friends. There's a 3, good by Benning. He heard me.
It's good to see him get hot because really everything runs through Benning, out there on the court. And when he gets hot, the Grizzlies are tough to stop.
30 seconds to go in the third quarter, and there's a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Benning, I think.
Actually,
Did they call the foul?
No, they just called it
Just went
out of bounds
I
off of
guess.
Benning.
Yeah, just out of bounds.
Just good defense. Got a piece of the ball.
Titans with it. That one kicked into the stands by Eli. One of the fans over there made a great save. That one taken away by Hammond. Hammond dunks it.
Big time play by Hammond.
53-34. Grizzlies by 19. Last shot time, I'm sure, for the Titans. And that one's taken away by Aquay. Benning couldn't get it in, but Jadius Red, no, he didn't get it either, and that's it. We missed it, another golden opportunity here at the end of the third quarter. But it is the end of the third, and at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Northwest 53 and the Titans 34. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
South High will inbound to start play in the fourth quarter, and they'll do it trailing by 19. On the floor for Northwest, Darian Hammond, Eli Benning, Franklin Aquay, Liam Calvert, and Jadius Red. Fourth quarter is underway. Jackson Howard with it for South High. Looking for some help in the paint. Finally got it there. What a block. Oh, but they're going to call a foul. That's a shame. That was a good, nice block.
Yeah, it was. Nice block. Looked like all ball from up here, but I'm not the official, so he had a better view than I did. But it will put South to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on Jadius Red. It's his second. At the line shooting 2 is Jason Simmons. And the first one is good. And he makes them both. Grizzlies inbound. And Eli will bring it down the floor. Feeds it in the corner to Hammond. Back to Benning. Benning gets around 1, gets around 2, puts it up. It's short.
Probably a little too much traffic there for Benning. Wasn't able to get it on into the bucket.
3 ball, nothing but net. Man, I don't like the way this is starting out, folks.
Yeah, 5-0 run by South.
Not
and
good.
A turnover by the Grizzlies.
That's not good either. Well, Liam Calvert got it right back. Underneath. Oh, Jadius Red couldn't finish it. And that one does fall off the arms of Ja'Shawn Simmons.
A 7-0 run by South. I don't know how many bunnies we've missed here in this fourth quarter, and 2 to end the third.
We need to stop this run before I have to take my shoes off. In the paint to Red. Jadius. There he goes. There we're good. Cooking with gas. Jadius Red with the basket.
Finally got a bunny to go there.
Into the corner. Now driving the baseline, putting it up, doesn't go. Picked off by a Jadius Red. Eli Benning will bring it down the floor. Hammond uncontested for three. Puts up a rainbow, doesn't go. Jadius Red tries to go up and he's fouled.
Should be a 2-shot foul attempt.
I would think so.
I think he was shooting.
And he goes to the line. Jadius Red with a chance to add to the lead here with the clock not moving. First one, good. River Peters comes in for Franklin Aquay. South High subs in 3 players, including Patterson, Saunders, and Sandifer.
Red's just been just a blessing to the Grizzlies this year. He's improved a ton from last year and has just made a huge difference.
And he's
with
a big man.
He's got size to
He's
boot.
a big guy at 6'6". Underneath. Oh, that one's picked off by River Peters. Down he goes, and he lays it in.
And fouled.
He'll go to the line and try for the three-point play.
Grizzlies getting a little closer to that 19-point lead they had at the end of the third quarter.
Let's get some of it back here. Lead is down to 12.
South High
Nothing
had
to
that.
panic about, but I don't want us to lose ground here. Missed it. Rebounded by the Titans. Howard has it now on the far side. Looking for somebody to pass to in the paint. Finds Patterson in there. He sends it back out to Simmons. Sandifer to Saunders. Back to Sandifer. And a foul called on Northwest.
Just be the second foul for the Grizzlies this quarter. Northwest is doing a good job of stopping that inside game that South High was showing early in the first half.
Saunders underneath. Now they send it back out. There's a 3-ball, and it's nothing but net.
And as I say that, they go back outside and hit a 3. So
Jamison Howard bangs it home. Eli Benning looking for some help. Into Peters. That one won't count, I'm sure.
I think they're going to call that one on the floor. You'd like to see it as an and one, but I think they whistled it.
I don't think that's going to happen.
A little before the shot there.
(59-45) Grizzlies.
Ball's knocked out of bounds there by South on the inbounds.
Underneath, Jadius Red couldn't get it to go. It was blocked. But he gets it right back. And there was somebody in his way, and that kind of threw him off balance for that shot.
It's kind of an awkward
There's a shot that's
there.
blocked, and now River Peters by himself. Dunk it, yes, sir. And we have a timeout being taken, I believe, by Northwest.
And South threw it away there, Kevin, on the inbounds play as well. So should be Grizzly ball.
While we're in this timeout, let's give you a programming note. Assuming that the Grizzlies hold on to the lead and win the game, they will play here Friday night at 7 o'clock against either Mays or Garden City. And we'll be on the air live at 6:45 with Andy Hill and the pregame show on Friday night, should that occur. The girls play their first game tomorrow night. They'll play at East High, and that is a game that unfortunately we are unable to broadcast. So we'll wish the girls well, and we'll be ready to broadcast their second game on Saturday if they can go ahead and take care of East tomorrow night.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope the Grizzly ladies have a lot of success tomorrow night.
We have one of the officials is down here talking to the Chuck Gunner, the South High coach, about something. Now we're back ready to go. Eli will inbound it, and he gets it to River Peters. Peters to Aquay. Calvert for three. Rims out, no good. He hasn't hit a three all night.
He's normally spot on with his three-point range.
That one is knocked out of play, and a nice defensive play it is.
It's going to remain South High basketball.
Out here to Jackson Howard. Now to Jamison Howard. He puts one in the paint. It stayed in. Patterson puts it up short. Loose ball, and it's picked off by Hammond. Darian Hammond will bring it down 1-on-2, and he'll lay it in.
Defense leading the offense there. Great job by Hammond with the steal and the layup on the other end.
Jamison Howard drives it himself, puts it up. It's blocked, but I think a foul's going to be called here.
I believe so.
It'll be on Northwest, obviously. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it is on Franklin Aquay. That's his third, team's third.
Ball rolled around there, but did not go in on the first free throw attempt.
He makes 1 out of 2, the Grizzly lead. What have I done here? I've got the score wrong here, folks. There we go. Now it's correct. And we have a timeout being taken, I believe, by South.
Yeah, I believe it was by South High.
Well, if they're taking a full timeout, I guess we will do the same. We'll take one with them. Want to thank the good folks at the Kansas State High School Activities Association for their help in getting this game on for you tonight. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball. My timeouts are a mess. Let's see here. South has 1 left. We have 3.
Correct.
I had it backwards.
Yeah, I didn't look. I can't look at what score bug you use.
Say what?
I was just looking to see what score bug you use there. What software?
Back now after the timeout. Grizzlies ball. It'll be River Peters doing the honors for Northwest. He's got Benning and Hammond waiting for him, and he gets it to Darian Hammond. We're back underway. Peters gives it to Benning. Benning double teamed here. Gets around 1. Gets it forward across the line. Now the Grizzlies can take their time. They don't need to score quickly here. But River Peters does anyway. That was a nice play.
It was a nice play.
South back down, trailing by 20 now. Eli Benning all by himself. Missed the lay-in. That's a couple times he's done that tonight. Saunders for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Peters. River Peters, give and go back to him. He goes down the middle. And are we going to have a blocking foul or a charge? They call the block. That'll put River Peters at the line to shoot.
Yeah, Calvert had a nice block on that previous possession and got the ball down the floor to Benning, basically a one-on-one situation, and he had a short layup and didn't get it to go in. which is really uncharacteristic. Normally when he's in close range, Benning puts it in the hoop.
River Peters at the line. His first one is good. River Peters makes them both. A 22-point lead for Northwest. Titans bring the ball down. Howard with it. Has a quay on him. He puts up a three. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Sandifer. He dishes it off on the near side to Harbin. Harbin's three is no good. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's the Quay coming down the floor with it. He gives it to Benning. Benning a three. Good! Eli Benning makes it a 25-point game.
Good to see Benning get that confidence rolling and hitting that three from the outside. They're going to need that as they continue to move in this state tournament.
Nice three ball by Jackson Howard. Liam Calvert. Again, the Grizzlies in no hurry. .150 to go, clock running.
Now the Grizzlies are just set up to run the clock down as much as possible here.
And what do we have here? We have a foul called. And that will put South High over the limit. Grizzlies will be shooting free throws the rest of the night, including right now. And it'll be Franklin Aquay doing the honors. I don't know how you feel about it, Jeff, but I really love the change in the foul accumulation rules to go with ladies college.
Yeah, I think this year it's proven to be pretty successful. You know, I think the game goes a little bit quicker.
I never liked going to 7 and then shooting free throws the rest of the game. I always thought that was silly.
I definitely like the 5 per quarter.
I do too.
Plan.
I just love it.
I haven't heard a whole lot of argument against it for sure.
No, I don't. What kind of an argument could you have?
It's Northwest starting to bring in a lot of the underclassmen now and bringing the seniors out.
I don't know how. Didn't Titans just shoot a 3 ball?
Yes.
No, they didn't put it up on the scoreboard, but I did. I'm going to leave mine the same. I don't match the game clock, but.
Dave's pretty quick down there with that hitting those numbers, but I think his score is correct. But I'm not going to guarantee that.
Simmons dishes that one off to Giovanni Rios, number 21, who's in the game. And now a foul's going to be called.
Great job by Cole Hutchison there on diving for that 50-50 ball, but then comes up with the foul on the other end of it.
That's number 31, Cole Hutchison, who came into the game when I wasn't paying attention. He also into the game is Taylor, Martell Taylor, number 13, and Aiden Blunt, number 14. They all came into the game here during that last timeout. And Jalen Lagon, number 12, is also out there. So they've completely changed the lineup, and joining that crew is number 3, Deshae Benton. We have a foul called. Foul is on Jayshon Simmons, his third. And, of course, the Titans are over the limit, so Deshae Benton is going to shoot a couple. And that one falls.
Yeah, it's always good to see the younger guys, you know, get a little bit of state tournament experience, sub-state experience tonight.
You never know who might get hurt. Makes them both. Nice job by Jalen Lagon. And here comes South and a foul call.
That's going to put South High to the line because Northwest has reached their limit.
Yep. Both teams in the bonus now. First time that's happened tonight, by the way, and it's the first time the Grizzlies have had 5 1/4. That one lips out. Jay-Sean Simmons is the one shooting. That one rattles and falls. 74-46. Clock running, less than a minute to go. Underneath, Lagon feeds it out. Hutchison, in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Titans.
And Hutchison, I think, is the lone freshman out there on the floor tonight.
Hutchison with the ball, feeds it forward to Benton. To Shea Benton. Blunt for 3. Good! Aiden Blunt gets on the score sheet.
It's good to see the whole bench excited to see those guys getting playing time, put some points on the board.
Less than 10 to go now. And that'll do it. Oh, no, it won't. They stopped the clock with half a second to go. Deshae Benton guilty of the foul. It's his third. And Simmons is at the line again, shooting a pair. What are we doing here? Oh, they called game.
They called game.
All right, that is the final. 77-46, Grizzlies win. They will advance. They'll play here Friday night against either Mays or Garden City. And we hope you join us at 6:45 Friday night for Andy Hill and his pregame show. Elizabeth and I will be here to bring you all the sights and sounds Friday night. Jeff Darr, great to have you on board, buddy.
Hey,
it's been a long time.
It's been a while. But, yeah, thanks for having me. I sure didn't come here to the game tonight expecting to put a headset on and go on air and run a camera, but I'm happy to do it and really appreciate all you do for the Grizzlies and broadcasting, every game and the fall, football, soccer, then basketball in the winter.
First soccer game, by the way, is March 25th against Mays.
So there you go. You'll be at it again this spring. And those are outdoors, and some of those nights get pretty chilly. I know that.
The girls' season usually starts out pretty cold.
Pretty cold, pretty chilly. So, but I know the Grizzly Nation out there really appreciates all you do, Kevin. And
appreciate it.
It's kind of a thankless job, but trust me, I know a lot of people are really glad to be able to tune in at home, or like me in Florida last week, I tuned in and listened from Florida and watched from Florida. So, people all over the place have an opportunity.
Well, we thank all of you who are watching from wherever you are on planet Earth. We sure appreciate being able to do these for you. We've got one more to do Friday night. Friday night, win, lose, or draw will be our final broadcast of the basketball season as the Acacia games that are licensed to another network for the final 3 rounds of the tournament. So, Jeff Darr, thanks again for being here. And for Jeff, Kevin Arkin saying, Grizzlies win 77-46. We'll see you on Friday night. Have a good evening.